Always be yourself, but be your better self. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what do we got going on tonight with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Wow, right? It's a lot lately to be able to take it all in at once. The price of Bitcoin has been $1,000 day after day, setting an all-time high today. I think it was like 34,700, 800, depending on what exchange you were looking at. But it's also Bitcoin's birthday, right? 12 years. It's a lot. I think that kind of has a lot to do with it. You know, we're in price discovery mode right now, trying to see what the real fiat value of one Bitcoin is in a world of 21 million. And this wonderful power of decentralization, knowing that, man, as hard as it was to get segregated witness to pass, which in hindsight we can see was the better choice for our scaling solution, the ideal of increasing or inflating beyond 21 million or changing this network, slim to none. As we continue to see hedge funds and corporations and entities trading out fiat, right? I mean, we see MicroStrategies going this year and pretty much doubling. It gives us hope for the future, right? Those of us that have been here for a while, this seems like the game theory we thought played out. But it's not over, right? What we're seeing is the game theory played out. And it's to not be over exuberant right now. It's wonderful what the price is, but we still are eyeing $150,000, $200,000. We bubble in the red rainbow chart that we all like to look at. But eventually we will face the corporations and the governments that realize Bitcoin can't be controlled. We're seeing the regulation slowly creeping in at the edges. You know, we see what's happening with Ripple. We see the backlash. Wonderful for us, Satoshi Nakamoto stepped away all those years ago, giving us what we have today. So, as always, we have our wonderful, lovely, and beautiful, as always, Samantha over there.
Good evening, everyone.
So, Samantha.
Eugene.
Are you ready to party it a little bit for this 12th birthday?
Okay, first off, I am always ready to party. See, Beaky knows.
I seen Tone Bays going crazy today with some super long live stream to celebrate the birthday. I mean, that's awesome.
It was a lot of people.
It was a lot of people.
It was a lot. It was a lot. All right, so Mike is here. Yes.
Mike, nice. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
He said notification worked. Yeah, thank you, because, you know, we text. And he said that he texted Zaza. So hopefully Zaza will be here too.
Well, like I said, man, I hope your foot's feeling better. I hope you're doing better. I hope these prices can at least lift your spirits, and good spirits will lead to other good things, right?
Well, he says he is moving on the 13th, that it is going to take 8 days to get there. And then he's going with a Marine buddy. And that he's going to stay with his buddy for 2 weeks after he gets to the Morristown. And that his friend will help him with like furnishings and stuff. And then he said that his friend was the one, he got scammed out of a YouTube scam with someone offering 7 BTC if you send in 2.5. Oh, darn. Yeah. And he said he's going to pay him in stats. Nice. Right?
Well, I mean, scams are prevalent in the space. They're going to continue to get worse. I mean, obviously, everything between now and the goalpost is going to be to eliminate the average everyday person that has sat here and accumulated Bitcoin. We see that the entities are out there acquiring more Bitcoin than what's produced on the daily basis, which is providing the liquidity crunch, which is pushing the price upwards. As we continue to try to find price discovery, we're climbing upwards faster than ever. Slid backwards a little bit. I think I seen 32,700 a few moments ago. But still, as we're sitting there in the low 30s bouncing around, is that something to complain about, considering where were we a year ago? What, we came into 2020 a little over 6,000, I think it was. I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah, and okay, listen, and everybody was unhappy then, and blah blah blah, and then we like stayed at 13 for freaking ever. Then we dropped back down. I mean, come on now.
I mean, these are all great things, and it's a great time. I mean, if you like the rainbow chart, we're still just entering the orange, which means accumulation is possible and not necessarily a bad idea if you're looking at long-term holdings.
All right, Kristen is also here. Hey, Kristen.
Kristen, nice. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Okay. So yes, Mike said that his friend lost all of his BTC in this scam, and that he said he feels really bad because he talked him into getting Bitcoin, and then a week later he calls him asking like about how this great offer of if I put in 2.5 I get 7. Yeah, man. He said he's gonna take care of him. I mean, I don't know. It is sad. Okay, it is not awesome. And that is why we got into this, was because we got scammed and we thought we were like the smart ones. We were like, oh no, man, there's no way. Yeah, there's always a way. There's always something. And it was not even a YouTube or like internet scam in that sense of like it, but it doesn't matter.
I don't know. It's always a situation of just being naive a little,
I guess,
and greed. You want more cryptocurrency for nothing. You don't really understand it, but you understand that it has value, and you think that somehow that you're just going to do something on the computer or send it to somebody or use some bot, and it's going to somehow make you have more cryptocurrency. And that's not really how it works,
Or maybe it's just so undervalued that everybody knows that even though they only have a little Bitcoin or whatever, it should be worth more. So when you're all like, wait, so 7, so that'd be like, okay, so yeah, I feel like I should have 50,000. Like, so yes, that seems right. Like, I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't trust anybody ever. So there you go. Like I start out with that you are definitely either trying to use me or scam me in some way.
Yeah.
And on the upside, I don't have a lot, so you're not getting much out of me. So most of those kinds of people move on pretty fast. So like, yeah, no. What do you want? I got a stick of gum, a cigarette. I mean, what are we talking here? I have a Diet Mountain Dew. There's not a lot.
So did you see the news about Doge? I mean, I know you had seen the price.
First off, love doggies so much I don't even care.
I know.
But yeah,
I know you had noticed the price going up. I mean, it got up to almost a penny and a half.
Yes.
So I mean,
I had no
that's
idea
like 200%.
I did not know why. Originally, when I was all like, "Ooh, look at it go," okay, so it is a running joke. I mean, it is just a joke, but it is a joke that I particularly like. It is fine that it is a joke. I mean, as long as you understand it is a joke. However, I find that this makes it even more ironically funny.
What, the porn star?
Oh yeah, the porn star.
Angelina White tweeted out that she's been hodling since like 2014. So I mean, that's a long time to hodl your Doge.
That is a long time.
She was probably back there back when we were collecting Doge and everybody was trying to hold 1 million Doge or whatever. They're like, what if Doge ever goes to $1?
I mean, I think it's like super like corny cute that like, okay.
You just like the memes and the cartoons of the dog.
Yes. And then how ridiculous is it that literally some porn star goes, oh man, I want to be like, rich off of my Doge. I want my Doge to pump. And why all of her billions of little followers go out and like buy some to help her like make that happen.
Well, sex sells. Right. I mean, that's why Crypto Love does so good. That's why I always said that it should have been your face over here and not mine.
Never. I mean, I personally liked his little rainbow chart thing. I had never seen that before in my life.
You've never seen the rainbow chart? Oh, yeah, I've seen the rainbow chart. It's supposed to be able to tell you if you were looking at like the Plan B scale and if you were looking at the bubble.
Still only think of the pill.
And like, it lets you indicate on where would be a good accumulation periods and when the price of Bitcoin is overbought. When
he broke it down and it was like, oh, if you're in the red, then this is okay. I mean, I get it. Just what every chart I need to look at is just the rainbow chart. It'll set off a good day regardless. All right, so BTC Moon Guy is here.
BTC Moon Guy, nice. Thanks for joining us, buddy. I appreciate you guys hitting the thumbs up, sharing the video out. I mean, it helps, right? It gets more people in the chat. It helps more people find the show. I noticed the last show was up on view count. You know, they've been low since the bear market, but I mean, I think I've seen 47 views or something on it, which is nice. It's up a little bit from the 35 that we had normally been experiencing. I mean, you guys will know when the average everyday mom and pop investors here, I mean, I'll have 200 plus views on a video.
Yeah, you'll be seeing everybody else with like 50,000 views. Yep. It's some crazy shit when it goes down. Like everybody.
Well, I mean, everybody says this time is different. It's going to be a question of, is the average person actually going to get in, or are we going to wake up in 2 weeks here and the price of Bitcoin is going to be over 50,000 and they're going to think that it's too much. They're not going to understand, you know, that there isn't that much of a financial barrier, that you can own portion of a Bitcoin, that it's not that
one I still don't understand. It's like, do people really think that we own, I mean, do you think you have a whole gold brick or whatever? Even if you're thinking of the prehistoric, like pretend lie that we got told, what do you think we work off of? Portions, little sections of it. So, I mean, really, you don't understand. I mean, 4 quarters and $1. Like, really, no one understands that. It bothers me that is where everybody gets stuck at. And it's like,
I mean, you said yourself, Samantha, when you were sitting there, and you know how you swipe to the left on your phone and it has the news feed from Google.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, are these people really believing this stuff? Because every news article was some sort of anticipation of when and how and if you're getting a stimulus.
Yes, stimulus, like calculating, like, is the next presidency going to issue stimuluses as well? And how many would those be? And it's just like, gee, I mean, I'm going to go with you now, and they might as well just fork it over and let it go and just universal income. Screw it. Everybody just wally out. I mean, for real. Get the little hover chairs.
Well, I mean, it just makes us glad that we're in Bitcoin and that we've been sitting here and that we've been continuing to accumulate. When you need something that's going to be solid in the future, and saving in dollar bills isn't going to do you any good, and a 401k is not going to do you any good, because they're just going to continue to print this stuff into oblivion and give it away to people who are out there in need.
Bitcoin Jake is here. Bitcoin Jake. You haven't been here in a minute. He says, I'm not too late today. Nice.
Buddy, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. We're just hanging out, trying to talk about some of the news topics today, celebrating the 12th birthday, talking about how everyone's getting into it because it has been 12 years. You know, it's not a question of, is this real? It's how much longer till you understand that it's real.
Oh, Bitcoin Jake is a mover and shaker. He is now building his very first GPU rig.
Nice.
You are just so damn smart. I do like that we both like noodles, though. It's okay. Satoshi James is here.
Satoshi James,
the
buddy.
Pothead.
Great.
Hi, the pothead.
Pothead, buddy, man. That's awesome that you're here, man. Hit the thumbs up, you guys. Get more people in the chat. Of course, this is a nice roundtable discussion as always. No one's trying to sell anybody anything. I have the news topics written down, but of course, it's always the price. Nothing really big going on. Just, you know, Dogecoin's up 200% because of Mrs. White. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not into porn anymore or anything like that, so I don't even know who she is.
I have no idea.
I don't know what she looks like. I'd have to go look her up. It's never their real name. They don't. Why would you use your real name?
Saying, like, is Angela White or whatever, or Alinja or whatever the hell? Okay, is that her porn name? Because man, they're getting real chintzy. Like, so what? You're just Kimberly West, and that's your porn name? Like, as long as it's not your name, right? It doesn't matter anymore.
Well, I mean, all the good names have been retired with the ones from the 70s, right?
I mean, for real, does that have to work that way? I mean, it's like, oh God, is it true? No, it's like when you like upcycle, right? Like, it's just keep the same name, but retire the one, but then get one that looks close to the same. And then you get to have the name again. I mean, do you think it's really the same damn Barbie in the box? No. But there you go. They all look the same.
All right, Samantha. So we're looking at Bitcoin topping out at 34,800 today. what do you think that we'll make by the end of the year? I mean, today is the 3rd. We're going to have price discovery. I mean, it feels like it's going to be all year long.
It does feel, I mean, I don't know. It does feel like it's moving kind of fast I guess it's appropriately fast now because everybody else would say that we were moving at a turtle speed for technology-ness. So, I mean, I guess we're going here now. It seems like every time you look, there's something new. The prices went up. I mean, something. Now we just need somebody to really say, that they have a crap load of it. That's somebody else big. I don't know. You never know.
You want a FANG corporation to jump in.
I mean, I don't, but I'm saying that that's where it's going to seem to go. Yes, like how you're saying, it could be in 2 weeks. If somebody pops up and says, oh, you know what? We are actually blah, blah, blah mining pool. Okay, well, you're screwed. Yes.
Well, I mean, we've talked about the lack of Bitcoin that's out there on the market for sale, right? And we know that the miners are producing 900 Bitcoin per day. We know that the miners are also in this for the long term and are only giving up portions of what they mine to help keep on top of electricity cost, right? And some of them for loans that they may have taken out for equipments and everything else like that. So, I mean, there's not 900 out there. Now, we're also looking at me, you, everybody else out there that have Bitcoin, who's willing to sell, right? Because we're also the ones that have been here. We watched 20,000. We watched it all the way down to 3, and we watched it slowly dig its way back up. 34,000 is not enough for me. I mean, that's like chump change. That's like, get out of here, come back, throw a 0 on that, maybe.
I think it's just that everybody, okay, so just like 2020. I mean, the bear market sucked. It sucked a lot. I think nobody is, you know what I mean? I don't think anybody's going to be happy until it really is some crazy amount.
Yeah.
Because now it's just dude, I did not wait 2 years for you to be, no, you need to be more. You need to be more. It's going to be a mental thing where it is going to be no. And I mean, I don't know.
No,
ours is a lot.
We got Tone Vase coming out saying that he thinks our top is going to be around 90,000.
And he's a downer, so who knows? But yes. I mean, he was very feisty today, but I don't know who the Asian chick is. We haven't watched Tone Vase in a while, so I don't really know. But the Asian chick that was sitting next to him, don't know at all. Mm-mm.
I liked Adam Meister's entrance.
Oh, for the love of God.
Of course, he brings the energy.
Our child had just walked into the room to get a drink or whatever, and I swear to God, it was like going into the dog pound, the eruption of sounds because yes, he started talking.
It was the dog pound. That's exactly what it sounded like.
And our child was just like, "Oh my God, is that the Adam guy that you listened to?" We were like, "Yep." And about 10 other people.
I don't know. It is about valuing your wealth in Bitcoin. You know, somebody else, I think earlier on Tone's Vase show was talking about, the three steps of money. First you got to figure out how you're going to make money, right? Then you have to figure out how to save.
I think it was 4 steps.
Yeah, so the 4th step was to turn around and teach it again.
Yeah.
And the 3rd step was to learn how to have money make money, like how to have your savings work for you. It's hard, right? That no one teaches you that. Your parents don't even usually teach you that. So I don't think most people learn those lessons in life. Those are something that I've learned from Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, we thought we will we will always pay our rent. We will always this, we will always that, and we thought, yep, that's money. That's what you do. That's how you get ahead. That's not how you get ahead, and that's not how it works.
No,
it never has been. If it has been, it was a century ago or something. Okay, never. So, yes, it. I don't know. That's what I like about Bitcoin is that it does make you very self-reflective, I guess, and you don't even mean to be. Just once you start questioning things that you have really thought were not even things you could question, money and your government and those kinds of things, it makes you really just start thinking about all of it.
I mean, wanting to live life for yourself the way that you want to live it is it's kind of all of this, right? Figuring it out. And Bitcoin is one of those things that is going to allow a lot of people to be able to do that. If you're not an intelligent person, if you're not waking up today to the price of Bitcoin, if you're not understanding that you need to get your hands on it, then you're just having another door close itself on you. And you're going to lose out on the opportunity to be able to have the financial freedom to explore this planet. Right. Because I mean, that's what me and you talk about all the time. Right, Samantha?
Yep.
It's not really that we want to be rich. It's not really that we want to have like cars or gold jewelries or, it's that when we're a little older or whatever, like not feeling like we're working, we want to go see the planet, the whole place, not just the United States, not just
Dude,
for
I want to
one
like
day, not for
starve in
one
like
week.
yes,
It's
Nepal.
to just go
Yeah. I
and to
mean,
not worry, to not have to stress out about it, to not be like, oh, well, am I going to have enough to get home? Am I going to have enough for the plane ticket? Am I going to have enough to buy lunch? And
yeah, because sadly, I mean, that's a lot of people. So I mean, that's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. That like, I don't even know what percentage of like the world, like their goal is to just have enough money to do what they want. I mean, whatever it is, we do want to travel because that's the kind of people we are. But I mean, for real, like to be able to have the amount that you want to do what you want and never have to worry.
but it also it comes with skills. Like you can't just go off and do something like that. First, you have to learn how to make money. You have to save money. And then you have to do that third step, which is get money to make you money so that when you're out there doing that, you're not just sitting there watching your number go red.
All right, where are we at? All right. Mike is asking if we raise quails. We used to. I had button quails, like Chinese button quails, and you had what
The Cornix,
yeah,
jumbo Cornix. No, we don't have any right now. There's a game store up the road here that just opened up, and I was thinking about adding some, but I'm wanting to go the other way and sell stuff to them and not buy things.
All right. And James Manhart was asking earlier, but I don't see it now. But it's somewhere. Where can we get newly minted Bitcoin in the U.S.? And I have no freaking clue. I'm sure there. I mean, I don't know if there is a way, a website, a tracking this, a something.
I mean, you'd have to somehow get in direct contact with the miners. And as far as I'm aware, most of the miners are selling directly to OTC desks. So that's usually accumulating large quantities. The only other way I could think of is to somehow turn on a mining rig, get involved with a pool.
No, and yes, we do have one son who is 19. Hella old.
Yeah, I try to get him to come out here all the time and join us on the show. He's not interested. I mean, he does know what Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is. He does understand, finance and the value of saving money and Bitcoin. He just doesn't want to come on air.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's more like me. I mean, and in his own nest, he's not. Okay, I don't take pictures or do any of that in general because I'm one of those people that just are horrible. I mean, you'll see like a blur of the half of my face, So our child is only YouTube shy. In real life, he's not quite like me. But yes, he can't seem to convince him to actually come out here. I think you guys have probably heard him maybe 2 or 3 episodes in total, like off in the distance. I know he's came out and talked twice for like seconds.
I know that we heard a bunch of money moved from Coinbase Pro to Coinbase Custodian or Custody.
Wonder why.
I mean, we are in price discovery mode, right? We've been here before, Samantha. We know how this goes. We know that the price goes up $1,000 a day while everybody tries to figure it out. It's just a matter of how high is it going to be pushed? When is the price going to have pullbacks? When are we going to have flat spots and move sideways for a week or two before we continue upwards? Taking advantage of those if you're a trader is key. I mean, personally, I'm still thinking that I need to accumulate, but it's difficult wanting to purchase when you're watching a new high every other day.
Ooh, Mike said he could send us some of his crazy quails, the ones with the blue eggs. We looked them up. I liked yours. Yes, they look pretty, but he said that he could send us fertilized eggs. We have
I
incubators.
did just pull the incubators out and started sterilizing them.
I don't know why winter it makes them all like, oh, let's like do stuff.
Samantha, I don't know. I always try to tell her that you got to start plants and animals and all of that like in February. Like that's just how it goes. Like you come out the gate running. Yeah, I'm telling you, you go over to the farmland down the road here in Hastings, and they are planting now.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy because like we've drove it enough times or whatever that like, I mean, within a week, it looks like it is a full-grown freaking plant, and it was like you're a shrub. So also makes me wonder and worry about like fertilizer and what the heck is actually in this stuff because yeah, like in 1 week it really should not be like full-grown lettuce, but it is. It is. Oh. Okay, Bitcoin Jake says and he's mining at about 100 a month profit currently. Hope to have it all 200 a month by the end of this month.
Nice.
I mean, you can do it, Jake. You're a smart man. You'll figure it out. I mean, I know that you, at this point, it's going to be right back to like how, I don't know. At some point you're going to want to mine just so that you can actually get it because I mean at some point it is going to be very hard to get it because people will be literally grabbing at it and getting it from their own pools and their own stuff. I mean, it might not be this year. I don't know.
Well, if he's GPU mining and he's doing altcoins, so that depends on what he's going for. And there's always all these websites and different pools and stuff that'll help switch from different cryptocurrencies to help keep
that was
you
what
on
our
the most
Frankensteiner
profitable
thingy was.
Yeah, to keep you on whatever is the most profitable.
Ooh, okay. Mike says he has 3 males working 14 hens. Ooh, that is a ratio. I know. See,
that's not a bad ratio.
No, we have 3 roosters, but they all fight with each other. So I don't know.
Yes, that's only because you don't want to get rid of them.
But they don't always have to fight. But I mean, why do they have to fight?
So let's see. I don't really have anything else over here for news. Just the last little bit about Ripple and the fact that they're still not giving up. I've seen that people are going ahead and going after Coinbase now for offering Ripple as their being a security. I've seen that people are suing the SEC. I mean, there
like
was
open season.
Yeah, there's billions of dollars wrapped up into it. And I mean, just as you're seeing with like the Trump administration, lawsuits go on. Everybody likes to do a lawsuit. So, I mean, you never go down without a fight. And the last things you can always do is continue to have lawsuit after lawsuit. So whether or not it's going to work out for Ripple in the end, it's not important to me. I don't hold Ripple. I mean, whether or not you're a trader, or you're extremely invested in Ripple, or you think that they're the next golden goose, you know, it could have been a good opportunity to pick it back up. I think I seen the price was coming back up a little bit now that they've been done being delisted off of quite a few of the major exchanges, but they are still listed on a few of them.
I mean, yeah, no, because I was just thinking today it was like 3 or 4 more of them said, oh, sorry, we're going to delist. Like, you can still access, but we're not going to anything and get your shit off.
I don't know. It is a funny situation because they have been here for so long. That, I mean, everybody has had their plenty of opportunity to cause a fuss if they were going to. But at the same time, I mean, right now they want to move forward with an ETF. They're looking for regulation. And it's easy to throw someone under the bus and say, look at the example we can make. Boom, kick Ripple under the bus.
I know, but it wasn't.
You know.
It was one of the dudes on
get them delisted. I mean, they're not even done anything with what they're gonna do to Ripple, and everyone is all like, "Oh, we don't want nothing to do with him. Drop him off the exchanges. Watch the price plummet." And the only person that's left holding the bag is the investors, is the people that actually bought Ripple, whether or not it is the coin or not the coin that they were going to use on the network for the banks to be able to exchange with each other. That's a secondary measure. They bought Ripple in the anticipation that this technology was going to be brought to the banks and make it better, and the price was going to go up.
Oh, yeah. He was, I don't remember what the hell the guy's name was, but yes, I mean, okay. Usually when you're doing shady stuff, you try to hide it. I mean, like the whole time, they have never hid any of this. So it's like, I don't know if I want to say they probably didn't, like, you know, they're not thinking that they did bad shit. Just like how, oh, God, Facebook man was all like, no, man, we cleared this with you. I don't know how you're saying it's a monopoly right now. But okay. they're still going to get screwed. Like, this is going to be the example. Like, I don't actually think that they really probably did try to do sneaky stuff or were trying to, like, do anything that wasn't on the up and up. They did get some clearances of, like, people let them go through a couple times, just a sec, couple. But whatever. They are going to get screwed. They are going to get screwed. There's enough exchanges now that are literally saying, sorry, until you work this out, we want nothing to do with you. So sorry.
I don't know. It's even more than all of that. It's like, after this point, are you going to watch the banks go pick it up and say, hey, this is really the network that we want to replace the SWIFT system with? No.
No, wait, I'm sorry. Did we just not hear for a month straight that, like, everybody was suing them? No. Yeah, let's use that.
I don't know. I'd always come to the conclusion that, I mean, why would they go and pick up a third-party system? They just make their own. So, I mean, investing in a cryptocurrency to replace the bank networking system, I'm here for the power of the people. I'm here for the revolution.
I mean, I do think it was a besties fight, okay? Because, yes, they really did seem like they were, like, hand in hand. And then all of a sudden, everybody just got pissy. So, yes.
Well, maybe it's just that Ripple was the bag that got held too long. They've been here for such a long time. And if you've really been buying Ripple and holding it and thinking that someday it was going to take off just like Bitcoin was, well, here's the moment that your bubble got burst a little. Nothing is like Bitcoin.
Yep.
I mean, we do have ETH coming on to $1,000 now again.
I know, right?
But I mean, it is different. It is different, and there will be a day where Bitcoin does better because Bitcoin is Bitcoin and it is decentralized.
I mean, I really hope that Satoshi Nakamoto is alive out there somewhere. I don't know how he would have the balls to not do anything, but I really hope so. Because, I mean, this has got to be the best Telemundo, like, for the last
just tickled pink watching
12
Twitter.
Years of stupidity. Just, oh my God, did you see that side? Oh my God, and they're doing consensus again. Yes, come on. Like, I'm just saying, it has to be amazing.
I don't know where Trace Mirror is. I don't know what's going on with Proof of Keys, but I mean, if anybody knows anything or hears anything, please send information my way. I would like to support it on my show, as I usually do every year. I haven't heard anyone else mention it, but I mean, last I knew it was usually in the beginning of January.
I thought it was like literally the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th.
The 3rd, the 6th, the 12th, something like that.
Man.
All right. Well, I think that's going to pretty much do it for this episode. I'm going to give you guys a moment to go ahead, comment in the chat. Please let me know. Ask any more questions if you have any. Of course, I would never shut down a show early if you had something to ask, because that's why we're here. We love hanging out with you guys. You guys mean everything to us. It's not often that you get to talk to like-minded individuals that share the same passions, and the same reason and goals for life like we do. You usually get stuck with the people that you live next to and the people that you're genetically related to that aren't anywhere like you sometimes, or at least in my case. But
I don't have brothers and sisters, so yeah, I had no clue. But
I'm just not like my brothers and sisters.
I only have one gene pool to look from, so yeah, I mean, right?
So, I don't know. There's not enough words or the right way to say to you guys how much it means to all of us to know, me and Samantha, to know that you guys are here, that we can pop on and hang out. We could talk about Bitcoin and keep the conversation going.
It really is. I don't know. It is very, a lot of you guys leave comments and stuff saying like, we like to watch you because you're positive and you stay upbeat and you keep us level headed. And it's exactly the same way the other side.
Yep. So as we continue to see the price move upwards, I'm glad that we're here. I'm willing to bask in the sunlight of all of this, and have the family call up and say all the stuff on Facebook from the friends and everything. But let us know that it's going up. There's going to be a backside on the slope, and let's all of us realize, that we got to live our lives, and it's not always about money. So let's take profit when we need to take profit, and let's know that we need Bitcoin for the end, because I want to see you guys out there when me and Samantha are traveling the world. All right.
Come on, we can atomizer it up. We'll visit. We'll just go to lunch everywhere with everybody.
I'll be like, hey, you guys want to meet in Tokyo for lunch in like a week?
Yeah.
You guys will be like, yeah, sure.
Yep.
I can swing by there. I'm in Asia right now.
Mike says he wants to come to our house and make faces at Eugene during the show behind me. Well, that sounds like a plan there, Mike. You know what you want, right? Bring the eggs. I mean, how often do you get to talk about cryptocurrency and everybody has some awesome something, some business that they run that's freaking cool, some job that's cool, some hobby. I've never met so many people that have such cool crap. I mean, for real, like
I mean, it's because we're here for the spice
Josh
of
has
life,
an
and
orchard. I
part
mean,
of being into, the juice of all of it is to know what real money is and be smart about it. So it leads us to it. It leads all of us smart people to Bitcoin. We all are looking for real value. We're looking for what's real in this world. So of course we all come together and start collecting Satoshis. I mean, it's the inevitable, right? It's like saying, how come all the animals found the water source? Because we want to live.
oh. Yes, Eugene. Yes.
All right, you guys. I appreciate you guys coming here and hanging out with me. It's been fantastic. As always, remember to just keep that BTC safe. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.